Hey, welcome to another tutorial. In this video, I'm going to be going over Adobe Premiere Pro Basics and kind of like the fundamentals of like editing a basic video. There's probably like more like tutorials on YouTube that go in depth with like how to do like more advanced like editing and stuff, but this is kind of just for beginners that are just wanting to make like a quick edit or learning how to navigate the interface. So let's get right into it. So the first thing we're going to do is whenever we create a new project, right, what we want to do is we want to create a folder and we want to put all our media and like assets and contents inside of it. Because when we have a folder and we're able to like put everything inside of it, like when we move stuff around, like you're just moving around a folder compared to like creating a project and having files like all over the place. Because if you like misplace those files and you reopen the project file, Adobe Premiere Pro is not going to be able to locate them. So what I usually do is like I put all my video clips, my music, everything in one folder, so it's just easy for me to find something for future reference. So yeah, the next thing we're going to do is we're going to launch Adobe Premiere Pro, and we're just going to wait for it to launch. And once it launches, you can like see it's going to pop up with a panel. Depending on like the version, it might be a different interface. But what we want to do is we want to hit a new project. And when we create a new project, what we're going to do, we're just going to type this project B, and we want to locate and save this project file inside of our project folder. So I named it project B, so I'm just going to go over here and select folder and then save it there. All right. And then everything else, just keep as is. You know, if there's something specific that's like for your project and you know what it is, you can feel free to change like the display formats and other features and stuff. So yeah, we're just going to save it and we're going to click OK. So yeah, once we save our project file, you'll see like the program opening, and here is where we're going to be doing all our editing. All right. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to go back into our folder and we're just going to drag and drop all the assets that we're going to play around with into the project browser, which is in the bottom left-hand corner. And the bottom left-hand corner is where you're going to be able to navigate your files and any assets that you add to your project. All right. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to simply drag and drop them into our timeline, which is on our bottom right-hand corner, where you can see I'm simply dragging and dropping. All right. And another thing to note is that the first clip you drop into your timeline is going to be the dimensions of the video that your video is eventually going to render in. So you want to keep that in mind. You can like change it manually, but that's pretty much how it's going to work. So you can see that I've added my first clip, and then I'm going to add my second clip, and I'm going to add my third clip, and then the fourth. All right. So we quickly have our video files in our timeline. And so yeah, the preview that you see on your right hand side is going to be what you're going to be eventually like exporting on the left hand side with the video files. And this is kind of like for you to individually see the file before putting it into your timeline. So if there's like, so let's say for instance, our first clip, right? Let's say I didn't want the whole clip. I just wanted, let's say like half of it. What I can do is I can add markers. So I can add mark in, and then let's say up to here, I can add mark out. And then what I can do is I can just drag and drop this into our timeline. All right. And then, so I'm just going to delete the original one, and I'm just going to put that in there. All right. You'll see that some of these clips, like for this one, like it has like video and audio to it. But let's say for our final video, I just wanted to add the clip and not the audio. So I can just drag the clip rather than the clip and the audio itself. So I can put that on our timeline. So you'll be able to see like we have our navigation for our like video files on the bottom hand corner. We can preview each file on above it, and then everything else that we want to add to our project, we're going to drag and drop into our timeline. And on our top right hand corner is where we're going to be able to see what we're kind of creating. So you can see like pretty much like I have like the 4 clips. I'm just going to like remove the audio for this one. So yeah, you can see we have all of our clips, and we have everything playing smooth. Depending on your computer, you can change like the quality at which you're like kind of previewing your final like video at. So if it's like kind of laggy, you can just decrease the quality right here. and then you'll be able to see it, maybe like smoother frame rate. And then, so yeah, we have like our clips together. The next thing, if you're going to be adding music to your project, what you can do is you can just simply just drag and drop the audio file under the audio track. And then you'll see that our audio file is way longer than our video. So what we can do is we can go to the end of it and we can just drag it to our video length. Or what we can do is like, we can like actually like use like the slice tool or the razor tool, and we can just cut it off right there, and then we can select the other half and delete it. So now you have like your clips. And by the way, like this thing that I'm like zooming in and out, it's kind of like your tool for navigating the timeline. So you can like zoom in and out if there's like a specific edit or something that you want to cut out. You can use this to go in and out. So yeah, we have our 4 clips and we have our music. So we're just going to play that real quick. So yeah, you can see like at the end of the video, the music just like stops like abruptly. So there's a way to like kind of fade out the music. What you want to do is like, if you go to your audio file and you drag it down, you'll be able to see like a few of these like keyframe buttons. And then with our audio file selected, you can go near the end and you can create one keyframe, and then you're going to go to the end of like the clip of it, and then you're going to create another one. And what we can do is we can drag our decibel levels to the bottom. So as you can see, like when we get to the end of the track, it's just gonna start fading out. So yeah, that's pretty much it for the audio. So you can see like it starts off. So yeah, basically, yeah, it's like a quick edit for like, you know, for the sake of the tutorial, it's kind of short, but yeah, you can see we have our clips, we have our audio, it fades out. Now, in the case you want transitions, what we can do is if you go to effects on our bottom left-hand corner, you can type in like, or you don't even have to type in, you can see the video transitions. You can just drag it down, and you'll be able to see like different types. And let's say for our one, we're going to just go to immersive videos, and I can add like different types of light leaks, light rays, and I can just simply drag in between our clips. So I'm going to add one, I'm going to add another one, I'm going to add another one. All right, so now if we just preview, you can see there's like a light leak that switches over. Same thing with their clip. So yeah, so we have some effects. Feel free to play around with it. Pretty much like everything, you know, depending on what video you're editing, putting the clips together, adding the audio. It's really up to you to play around with it. But yeah, you kind of get the fundamentals of like putting clips together, adding the audio and stuff like that. So I guess for the last thing, what we're going to do is we're going to export this video. So what we want to do is we want to go over to our file, and we're going to go to export, and we're going to hit media. With this, you're going to be able to like select where you want like this video file to be exported. In our case, we're going to have it on our desktop, project B, and we're just going to name it draft _01. And what we can do is we can also change the format of the video. H.264, it renders it as basically an MP4, but you can like change it to like a QuickTime, which is like a .mov file. You can change it to what else? You can also, like, let's say you're exporting something into After Effects, you can like export it as like an image sequence, PNG, basically whatever your desired format is, you can export it. But yeah, we can select our desired export format, and then we're going to add our audio, and then next thing we're going to do is we're going to export. So yeah, depending on how fast your computer is or how good your graphics card is, it's going to render at different varied speeds based on the length and also the quality of your video. So keep that in mind. And then so yeah, pretty much once this video is exported, we can take a look at it. So yeah, let's just give that a few more seconds. So yeah, you'll see draft_01, which is our video, and once we double click it, it starts playing. So yeah, there you have it. My video is pretty quick. So if you feel like I was going a little too fast, feel free to pause the video, go back, and but yeah, just my the whole objective of the video is to kind of get you over kind of the basics quickly into editing, importing, and then exporting. And yeah, take time, play around with it. I'm gonna leave the links for where I got the stock footage and the copyright free music. So if you want to just grab just random video files and you want to play around with it, feel free to do so. And yeah, I hope this video was useful, and until next one, take care, guys.